Hey, so today I wanted to talk about a random ass topic. Also, it's kind of just like dawned on me because, I'm just going to keep the trend of fucking up every intro by just being a complete idiot. But I'm just going to say, I've always kind of noticed that, like, I always say, so today, like I said, even though it's nighttime usually when I record these because I don't really have the time to do these during the day. But I always say, like, today. Not to mention, sometimes I do it like I make like a video right after another video, so it's kind of weird because it's like implying as if I haven't already announced that today I'm talking about something. So I'm just like, oh, hey, today I'm talking about a thing, and the next video, hey, today I'm talking, and it just doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know, just me ranting and ruining the intro like I always do because I'm fucking inept. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about something random, and I wanted to talk about fucking aliens because aliens. Because I mean, funny enough, I had on my list. I recently put down aliens and zombies because, well, while I don't really care for the concept of aliens, I love like zombie stuff, like zombie media, like movies, games, shows, all that kind of shit. I love zombie related things. I've never really been a big fan of like alien related things, unless it's like alien horror, like aliens, I guess, like Alien or even like Dead Space, which ironically, Dead Space is both an alien and zombie thing. It's an alien zombie virus. It's a zombie virus that is supposed to be for a specific species of alien, but instead affects humans that found it, and it's an alien virus. I don't know, alien zombie, whatever. My point being is, I'm talking about aliens because people love aliens, right? Like people love the idea of aliens being real, UFOs crashing to Earth, little green or gray men doing the weird fucking dances, putting the peace sign up, saying we come in peace, and then vaporizing a cow, putting a crop circle somewhere in the middle of fucking Iowa or something, or wherever the fuck there's crops. I don't know. I'm in the middle of nowhere. But the question is, do aliens exist? And my answer is yeah, probably, but at the same time, I don't care. Here's the thing. I've never cared about aliens. I don't. I never found aliens interesting, and I feel like I should because aliens are such a unique concept. The idea of this life that is beyond Earth, that has these technological capabilities to get from planet to planet, from like this infinite space that we have out there, the perils of black holes and asteroid fields and I don't know, imploding stars. I don't fucking know. Supernovas. But the question is that I always kind of think about is like, why Earth? Like, I don't, like if there's truly multiple life species out there, don't you think that maybe aliens would want to go to a fucking species that's a little more fucking interesting? Like humans are about as shit as it gets, and you're telling me that these fucking technological geniuses from another planet want to study a bunch of primates that just stare at fucking colorful screens and bitch about shit and shit our pants and constantly start wars with each other. Are we really that fucking interesting? We're not. Maybe they watch us to laugh, but like, let's be honest, some of the shit's just not funny. It's just kind of boring. I don't know. I feel like out of all forms of being that could possibly exist in our entire solar system or even dimension, I feel like humans would probably be the most boring of the boring. Like even if there was a species that was just like these balls, like they were just like a ball with like two arms and they had to like drag themselves everywhere, kind of like a fucking Geodude or something, you know what I mean? And that was all they did. They just dragged around, but they were also like in their caveman era. I think that even that would be more interesting than humans because humans are some of the most boring fucks ever. Like, why do they want to look at us? Like, if anything, you'd think they'd want to just straight kill us because of how shitty of a species we kind of are. Like, we're just such a boring species. Like, there's nothing interesting about us. Like aliens have like all these technological capabilities, which means they have like these crazy brains, and they probably have like such a cool home world, and then they just decide, hey, let's go to this place full of fucking morons. Let's go to these fucking complete idiots that can barely even fucking, I don't know, get their fucking phone to work. Like, it's just kind of shitty. But I never cared about the concept of aliens. I think aliens are. I've always kind of just found it boring. Like I said, I like horror alien stuff because I like the idea of aliens being nothing more than just psychotic killing monsters. Obviously, if they're real, I don't want them to be psychotic killing monsters. But I prefer the concept in movies of aliens being like the xenomorph, because that's a pretty fucking iconic alien monster. But if aliens do exist, they're obviously going to be like technologically advanced. They're going to be smart. They're probably going to be smarter than us. And there's probably a good chance that if they do come to Earth, they're either going to be so smart that they kill all of us, completely destroy our planet without us even knowing. Like we're not even going to know they're like in the process of blowing up our planet, and then we're all just going to die. Or B, they're going to be so smart that they're going to talk every leader in the world to step down, and they're going to be our new leaders, and they're going to put us in like some fucking like horrible like alien regime where they enslave humanity, right? Like I don't see any possibility of a future where the aliens are going to be friendly with just friendly intents. I think if they show up on Earth, they're either blowing up our planet, killing all of us, or enslaving us. That is all I think they're going to do. And that's like kind of pessimistic because it's like obviously like there's got like if there's so many planets, the solar system, the entire everything, like how vast space is, there's bound to be a species of alien that are like good, and if they came to Earth they'd be like, hey, a new species in our solar system, hey, that's fucking neato. How do you do, fellow being of space? Let us be friends. But the problem with that is if we as humans run into an evil species, they will kill us in a heartbeat. We will die. But if there is a nice species, humans will kill it. We are so fucking like, you'd think that we were still in our caveman era, because the first if we as humans saw aliens come down to us, we wouldn't be like, hey, let's make peace, let's be nice. No, what they do is they'd be like, hey, let's have a meeting of our leaders, and then like the military would start opening fire on them. Or who knows, maybe it'll go like Mars Attacks. If any of you have ever seen Mars Attacks, there's the scene where like the leaders meet up, and then like I don't remember what happens, but like the fucking, oh yeah, like someone threw like a dove in the air, and then the Martian leader shot the dove, and he thought that was like a symbol of war, and then they started killing each other. Like that's kind of how that probably happened, right? I don't see. That's the problem. Like if a good alien species shows up and they're friendly and they like their species wants to connect with our species, humans are so fucking violent that the second the aliens are like send a message like we would like to make peace with your kind, like like whichever leader of the world responds, it does not matter which one, because they'll all have the same answer. They'll be like, okay, set up a meeting, but then we fucking kill them, and we take them, we study them, and we take their technology, right? I think that's why one of the reasons I just don't care about aliens, because there's no good outcome. Because humans will not make peace, and some aliens probably won't make peace. And it's basically just asking for an intergalactic war or the Earth just being fucking completely destroyed. And at the same time, let's say hypothetically that we do make peace with the aliens, right? Let's say that we do actually end up making peace with the aliens. So what? What? Like what's going to happen? Nothing. They're going to be like, glad we can come to agreement, and then they're going to fuck off and go back home. Like what are we going to gain? They're not going to drop off their fucking technology because they're going to think that we're going to use it against them. They're not going to fucking just like stick around on Earth. No, they're going to just be like, I just wanted to make sure we're on good terms so that we don't go to intergalactic war. And then they're going to go home, and it's going to be fucking boring. Like the concept of aliens is a cool idea. Like a species out in the middle of wherever the fuck, in the middle of some place in space. a species that no human could even fathom existing, just the same as that species couldn't fathom a human existing, coming together to either fight or make peace. And I couldn't care less. And I don't know why. I don't know why I couldn't care less. Is I like I said, I don't know. It's like one of those things where like it'd be cool for like when it happens, but then they'll leave. We'll never see them again, and it'll just be like one of those things where we're like, oh, okay, cool. Well, we now know aliens exist, and then nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come from it. It's not like we're gonna fucking like start commingling with the aliens. It's not like aliens are gonna come to Earth, and some of them are gonna like come to stay. It's not like we're gonna get to fuck some aliens or anything, dude. Like we're just nothing. The aliens are just gonna leave, and if any alien does want to like stay behind, they're probably gonna like, I don't know, go to Taco Bell or something, and they're just gonna be like, wow, this tastes like shit. And then they're gonna go home. Like, I don't know. Like it's just the idea of like these beings coming down, and the only outcome is either A, they just dick around and do nothing, or B, they kill us all. And neither of those, the second one is not preferable, and the first one is boring as shit. Like, I don't know. That's just me. Like, I'm not saying like the idea of like if aliens like show themselves, that wouldn't be cool. But I'm just saying that like once that like the shock factor of being like, holy shit, we just communicated with aliens, or we just made peace with aliens. Once that wears off, we realize, oh, they're just another civilization of a different species that does basically the same things as us, which is just live their life in a monotonous way. And then we'll just kind of look at it and be like, okay, what's the point? It's such a fucking shitty view on aliens because people love it. People love aliens. People can't wait to see aliens. People want to fuck some aliens, and I can't blame them. But like, but like, I don't know. The concept of aliens is just so boring to me, and that's like one of those things where it's like once you say you're boring, people are like, God, what does it take to impress you? Because that sounds like something that should be like the end all be all of like the coolest shit. But to me, it'd be cool when it happens, but once it's over, it won't mean anything. Because it'd be no different if like monkeys and like apes and shit, like, started getting so smart that they built their own civilization, and then they made peace with us humans, and then they just became normal citizens. Like it would be like, oh, that's cool in the moment that monkeys have risen up and they're now like able to live equally as humans. But then once that's over, it's just like, oh, okay, well now they're just parts of society and there's nothing interesting to this. It's like something that has like this amazing implication and such a cool idea at the moment, but then once that moment is over, it holds no ground and it's just boring as shit. And we're just like, well, okay, it like this thing could have never happened, and it would feel like nothing has changed. And I don't know. That's just me. I have a fucking weirdly negative view on aliens, and it could just be because I don't care. Like I've had people in my family who are like heavy into like aliens and conspiracies about aliens with tinfoil hat shit. I don't know. I've just never been into aliens unless it was like horror movie aliens, but I don't know. I've just never really been into aliens. So yeah, whatever.